America is celebrating this morning because Congress is back, right? Everybody woke up happy that Congress is back. This is the so-called lame duck session, and the question is, post-election, do you get cooperation or confrontation? Early indications are confrontation. Overnight, you may have seen this, the president struck a deal with the Chinese, he's in Asia, on a climate change agreement to reduce emissions. And Republicans, on the one hand, are saying it's not worth the paper it's printed on because it doesn't require anybody to do anything for 11 years, reduce emissions by a certain date 11 years down the road. And yet, Ron and Nia Malika, on the other hand, then Mitch McConnell, the incoming Republican leader who will soon be majority leader, says it's going to hurt the economy. Listen to this. Our economy can't take the president's ideological war on coal that will increase the squeeze on middle-class families and struggling miners. This unrealistic plan that the president would dump on his successor would ensure higher utility rates and far fewer jobs. So on the one hand, it's useless. On the other hand, it's devastating.
I guess he doesn't like it. Yeah, I guess he doesn't like it. And, you know, this is something McConnell ran against the EPA. He ran against any sort of regulations when it comes to the environment. You know, I think the president, you know, struck this deal, which is sort of a big deal. I mean, getting China to agree to some of these limitations. I think the question for Republicans is, what do they want to do? I mean, you have a situation where now someone who's going to be in charge of the Energy Committee is a bit of a climate change denier. So is that where the Republican Party goes in terms of dealing with energy?
And it is one of the issues. You make that point. Jim Inhofe, I believe you're talking about, right, on the Senate side. There are some people who deny the science, number one, or who say even if you agree with the science, what the president wants to do is too devastating to the economy. The president wants to do this for his legacy. This will be one of the points of contention over the next 2 years.
A couple of things. I don't know if Mitch McConnell and Republicans want to be seen as harder to strike a deal with Obama than the Chinese. Secondly, all the Chinese did here was agree to peak their emissions at 2030. That's not really a huge concession on their part. And lastly, you know, I can understand why Mitch McConnell and people who are supporting him, Republicans, are worried about the war on coal and their way of life, and maybe even have some doubts about climate change. But why bet so heavily on the Earth's health that all the scientists are wrong? That's what I worry about. They're placing a very heavy bet that they're right and the scientists are wrong. Because if they're wrong and we don't do anything about climate change, the Earth is in a big,
and if they stay
mess.
off in their corners, too, it's hard to have a conversation about how do you protect coal jobs, or how do you help people get transition, or is there technology that can extend coal,
we can
or whatever
do both.
it is.
We have to do both.
But you have to have the conversation to do that.